Like the BA'DIW chant, our words carry wisdom, unity, and hope. BA'DIW Newsline is our shared voice. Just sit with that quote for a second. When we talk about local government communications today, we usually think of dry, bureaucratic bulletins just trying to compete in crowded digital feeds, right? But what we're looking at here is a platform that attempts to take the absolute soul of an ancient tradition and breathe it right into our modern digital age. So, welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are walking through the strategic blueprint for the official local government unit of Kabayan publication. The BA'DIW Newsline is officially launching its first highly anticipated issues on August 3rd, 2026, and it's really designed as a movement to bridge rich heritage with contemporary governance. The official logo for the publication instantly communicates this mission. The really beautiful earth-toned colors and intricate woven borders reflect the vibrant Cordillera culture. And if you notice, nestled right in the middle of the lettering is a musical clef. It's a direct, clever nod to the sonic nature of the BA'DIW itself, signaling that this publication is fundamentally meant to be a voice for the community. Okay, let's dive into Section 1, the foundation. What exactly is BA'DIW? Well, BA'DIW is the signature vocal genre of the Cordillera region, specifically the 𝐒𝐵𝐲 people. It's absolutely fascinating because it isn't just your average song. It's a highly conversational, poetic, and improvisational form of oral literature. You know, in a world where today's media often relies on rapid-fire pre-packaged sound bites, the BA'DIW historically acts as a spontaneous discourse of ethnicity. It's performed by elders during rituals to provide really deep, value-laden guidance to the community. And that brings us to this whole concept of a bridge. The BA'DIW Newsline acts as a literal bridge between these two worlds. It connects the ancestral wisdom and communal identity of the BA'DIW tradition directly to the modern civic duties of transparent governance and digital reach. Just as a chanter uses archaic words to address the community's present needs, this newsletter uses the past to deliver modern governance today. It's a perfect synthesis. Moving right along to Section 2, the strategic landscape, a look at our internal and external terrain. Now, the strategic rollout for this publication involves a very honest, transparent SWOT analysis. There are immense strengths here, namely building a unified, absolutely free communication channel that builds direct trust with the public. But there's also an open acknowledgement of the weaknesses. We're talking about real resource constraints regarding budget, manpower, and the limits of physical printing runs. Navigating today's terrain also means confronting some very real external threats. The biggest one? Attention economics. In a world dealing with serious reader fatigue where short-form video completely dominates, fast, informal social media can easily overshadow official updates. So to combat this, the strategy deliberately expands beyond just print, integrating into a wider digital ecosystem and leaning heavily into community co-creation with local stakeholders to keep the content fresh and relevant. Which brings us to Section 3, 2026, a year in chapters. For 2026, the strategy relies on a highly anticipated 6-issue release. Rather than printing throwaway flyers that just end up in the trash, every single issue planned for this release is designed to be a visual chapter of Kabayan's story. It's meant to be a premium, sequential recording of heritage, governance, and municipal milestones. And what's really cool is how they balance the content inside. Civic progress, things like strengthening voter registration, sits right alongside solemn, respectful pieces honoring the 44 fallen heroes. Similarly, you'll see the celebration of oral tradition through book launches, juxtaposed directly with modernization milestones, like establishing the very first IT hub in the Philippines under the Catalyst Plus program. It's tradition and progress, literally side by side. This commitment ensures it isn't just a one-off project. The vibrant back covers of these publications actually symbolize an unbroken historical record. Every subsequent issue expands the permanent documentation of Kabayan, which allows the community to write their own history in real time, both for today's citizens and for future generations. Finally, let's hit Section 4, the call to action. Add your voice. To make all this work, the entire project is anchored by unified trust and the promise of absolute accessibility. That means remaining completely free in both formal print and digital formats, ensuring literally no citizen is left behind. Plus, it serves as an active training ground to develop and upskill local writers. So, to combat those modern strategic threats we mentioned earlier, the LGU outlines a super clear path for community participation. First, read. Engage with the copies to stay grounded in the municipality's progress. Second, share. overcome print limits by acting as a digital ambassador across your own social networks. And third, support. Collaborate to enrich the pages, transforming a simple bulletin into a true communal chorus. The platform is built. The incredible legacy of the BA'DIW chant has been modernized into a vital tool for social communication today. But an instrument really only works if someone actually plays it. So as this project approaches its major launch on August 3rd, 2026, the ultimate question for the community is, how will you contribute your voice to the next chapter of Kabayan's history? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. I hope you found it as fascinating as I did.